Karasu takes on and defeats both Isagi and Shido in Season 2, Episode 2 using an interesting combo. And then he takes on Yoichi with some cool skills. Karasu has a very interesting dribbling style. I'll go through this dribbling style with you. I'll show you how to do his interesting skills, and then I'll show you how you can use your arms to dribble, just like Karasu. By the way, be sure to follow the official bluelock social media channels. Link in description below. Karasu finds himself in between Shido and Isagi, and the first thing he does is a bunch of stepovers. It may look a lot like Bachira's stepovers, but don't be fooled, my friend. It's not the same. Bachira does what I like to call direct dribbling. He dribbles with no fear. He has confidence that his skills will do the job, and he goes straight for the kill. Karasu, on the other hand, likes to play it safe. He uses his skills to bait the player in, much like a spider. When Karasu does his stepovers, even though it looks exactly the same as Bachira's, he's not doing it to beat the opponent directly. Instead, he's using it to bait them in. He uses his superior physicality and ability to turn to finish them off. Very spider-like. And to do this type of dribbling, you have to always be observing your opponent's movements. Watch how Karasu's eyes are always moving around. This is because he's always observing his opponent's legs, waiting for them to fall for the trap. And as soon as they do, it's over. To do his stepovers, first stand slightly behind the ball, so that when you look down, it's under your nose. Step to the side of the ball and lift your lower leg up. Then you will go around the front of the ball. So when you go around the front of the ball, your heel will be directly in line with the ball like this. Please don't step over the top of the ball. It looks ugly, and I know you're better than that. Plus, when you go around the front of the ball, it flows much better. After you go around, step behind the ball and lift your other leg up again, and then just keep repeating. Now, you don't want to be too far behind the ball, because then to do a step over is very difficult. You also don't want to be ahead of the ball, because then it will just lag behind. Keep your chest bent and bend your legs and spread your arms a bit for balance. Multiple step overs is a constant shift in weight between your legs. I like to use the area under my big toe. This gives me a lot of pressure on the ground so that I can spring from one foot to the other. First practice with a still ball, then do it with a soft push. Then when you're used to it, pick up the pace. Karasu then ends his stepovers by doing this move. First, angle your foot outwards. Lift this leg up, hop to the side using your support leg like this. As you hop to the side, you will drag the ball along. Then do a regular stepover and then push the ball to the side. But instead of bursting off, Karasu goes into a feint because he's trying to set a trap. Put your weight on your support leg again and then push your body forward as if you're going to run. Instead of running off, your leg will go around the side of the ball like that. You will stop in front of the ball. Karasu hits it to the side using his instep. Then Karasu does his finishing move. He then does a double step over, but then instead of doing a third step over, he chops the ball and turns. To do this, first angle your foot outwards as much as you can. Keep this foot in the air, push your body forward. As you land, you will chop the ball behind, but you will shift all your weight onto your attack leg like this, and then bring your back leg forward so that your body turns. After Karasu does his turn, he finds that both Isagi and Shido are off balance. He then pushes off them and bursts off. Then when he goes up against Rin, he starts doing a bunch of stepovers again on the spot. Look at him closely, he's only doing the stepovers to watch Rin's legs. He wants to try his spider tactics again. He tries to burst off, but Rin cuts him off. So then he does this skill. Stand right behind the ball. Put your attack leg on the ball. Step on the ball to put weight on it. As you step on the ball, bring your support leg forward. At the same time, you will move your attack leg back, like this. As the ball goes behind you, tap the ball forward using the toe bone area of your foot. But then Rin reads this and cuts him off. Then Karasu tries his tactics again. Karasu then tries to put his arm on Rin, but Rin is really sharp, pushes his arm off, putting an end to his spider tactics. By the way guys, Bluelock Season 2 is out now on Crunchyroll. Let me show you how you can use your arms to dribble. When I started learning dribbling, I never used my arms. I honestly thought it wasn't allowed, which kind of helped me because it forced me to develop my speed and unpredictability. But then one day, I played against a superior opponent who was faster and stronger than me. He bodied me, all because I didn't use my arms to protect my space. Then I found out that it's actually legal to use your arms. Make sure that it's somewhere low over here. Don't keep it high up like this. It can't be obvious that you're using your arms. The use of arms are the most effective when you know how to position the ball properly. So if I'm facing my opponent directly like this and I put my arm out, he's gonna push me over. Not too effective. Instead, if I pull the ball behind me and use my body to shield the ball, now he's in a disadvantageous position. Your opponent has to reach for the ball. So if you're bent down, it's going to be harder for him to push you. From this position, when I use my arms, now I create a lot of space between my opponent and the ball. I can observe what's happening and I can push my player off balance. And since he can't really see the ball properly, I would most likely do a turn.